All right, you guys. So I'm on my way to a pre-inauguration party. Super excited, hang out with some conservative, like-minded people, such as myself. And I'm watching YouTube, and I just found out that Snoop Dogg is going to be performing at the inauguration. I said, well, look here. I said, wait a minute. I distinctly remember when Snoop called black folks who were even remotely thinking about aligning themselves with Donald Trump, we were accused of tap dancing for the master. And now look at this Jerome Crow Negro. Now, hear me clearly. I think it's a good thing. Not only is Snoop Dogg gonna be there, Rick Ross, what's the boy? Soldier Boy, who? Nelly. Listen, I don't have no problems with these individuals either being invited, performing, or participating in the inauguration festivities in any way. Here is my issue. Snoop, you have yet to come out and be a man about it and say, listen, I drank the Kool-Aid. Like, I knew Donald Trump wasn't a racist. I knew he wasn't. But because I don't know how to function in my freedom, and because I have to go along with what the liberal left says, because they own and control me like an electoral serf, I was saying what I was saying because I felt like I didn't have a choice. But now I see that everything they said about Donald Trump wasn't true, and it's about time that we get on board with the MAGA agenda, because being pro-America means you have to, by design, be pro-black. If you came out and just humbled yourself or been a man about it and just remotely acknowledged something along those lines, we wouldn't have a problem with it. Because see, here's the difference between the left and the right. We don't do cancel culture on the right? We allow people to function in their freedom and to think for themselves and come to their own conclusions and make their own choices. We don't believe in hampering people's ability to earn a living and to get some bread in their pocket. So we're not going to act like the left does now that this news has come out. Now, we might shame you just a little bit to make it sting for the fact that you disparaged our character and tried to call us the sellouts. Like we didn't know the truth about Donald Trump. I think this story is fascinating. I think it's fascinating because all of these hip hop artists, right, who may be on a Diddy tape, may not be on a Diddy tape, I don't know who's to say. But I find it interesting that it takes one person to exhibit some courage for now everybody to come out and be like, I guess it's okay for us to come out and, be our authentic selves. All of y'all so weak. Y'all so weak. I got to beat up on you a little bit because, listen, I get it. I don't think there's anything wrong. I think it's great to have a change of heart and a change of mind. But you need to at least acknowledge that you were wrong and apologize for the people that you shamed and called names and treated like they were lepers because they ideologically disagreed with you. That's what you need to do. And then while you're at it, no, I ain't gonna say that. I was gonna say something, but I'm not gonna say that. Here's the takeaway that I want to leave you guys with. Donald Trump is representative of a cultural shift that is happening. And people who realize this and can see the cultural shift on the horizon, who experience what it was like living under this democratic authoritarian rule for the past 4 years, realize that this liberal left agenda is trash. So they're recognizing that they need to get on board because America overwhelmingly has spoken up and said, we don't want this, and this is not the direction that we want the country to go in. So we're getting on board. I'm telling you, black folks, you have got to learn how to function in your freedom and not allow those Jerome Crow Negroes, those operatives and those plants who love to call you names, right? Because you don't want to abort babies up to the 9th month, because you don't want to sexualize children and get on board with the rainbow cult agenda, right? Because you don't want to defund the police because you actually like police. You don't want to, do a gun buyback program because you understand that it's your constitutional right to pop something if somebody attempts to look like they're trying to impede upon your liberty and your freedom. There's so many conservative values that used to just be common sense that have now been demonized. And sadly, most of the people who sound like Marxist-minded retards are black women. So I'm glad to see some black male rappers step up and just come out the MAGA closet. We're going to embrace you. We're going to embrace you. But we want to remind you that you owe us an apology. And it would be the right thing to do for you to just come out and say you drank the Kool-Aid. Because listen, some people did it in ignorance. And then some people knew exactly that they were pushing propaganda and they did it anyway. But listen, at the end of the day, we won, pimpin'. We won. Trump got some of the biggest tech giants eating out the palm of his hand, and they're going to be sitting up on that dais. They're going to be sitting up on the dais at the inauguration, and I'm here for it. Speaking of which, y'all need to join me on Monday at 11 o'clock a.m. on my channel, the Standard of Truth podcast. Yes, I will be streaming the inauguration, and we're going to watch it and react to that bad boy in real time. It's a celebration, y'all. God bless America. Let's turn up. Let's turn up for Lady Liberty. We will not live under the tyranny of oppressive, communist, Marxist, democratic rule any longer. It is time. It is time for us to say lights out to the liberal progressive left. But y'all, let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think down in the comments. I'm curious to know, should we whip up on Snoop and the rest of them a little bit before we welcome them in? Because we're going to welcome them in, but they got to hurt just a little bit for all the trash that they talked all over the internet. Don't make me pull the clip, Snoop. Don't make me pull the clip. Grace and peace, you guys.